Thank you and welcome to part 2 of this video where we shall be answering the question, what is Acumatica ERP? So this is a complete beginner's introduction where we will be understanding Acumatica as an ERP system. I recap from the previous video. In the previous video, you notice we learned that ERP connect business processes. So where does Acumatica fits now? So Acumatica fits as an ERP system. And this why I said I'll explain this concept of ERP using Acumatica, where we shall learn how to use Acumatica ERP. And after understanding this, it will become easier to learn any other ERP which comes across you or which gets into your head. So let us get started. So you need to first understand what is Acumatica. So Acumatica is a cloud-based enterprise resource planning system, which is abbreviated as ERP. It usually helps businesses to manage and connect their operation with one integrated platform. So what do I mean by that? Connecting business and managing business with one integrated platform or harmonized platform is where business is not disintegrated or operate at a different platform. So finance, sale, purchase, inventory, projects and CRM and so on and so forth is managed under one umbrella, which is an ERP system called Acumatica. So to continue from there, you need to understand why use Acumatica as an ERP. So why use Acumatica is because business need connected and accessible information which can give more insight on the day-to-day learning of the business. So Acumatica help to provide one, centralized data, real-time visibility, connect business processes, process automation, and crowd access, because it's a crowd ERP system. So even losing your data is close to impossible. So these are some of Acumatica business areas. One of them is the finance management area, the distribution management, the customer management, which is abbreviated as CRM, the project accounting, construction, manufacturing, and field services. So different business areas are learned under one ERP platform. That's why Acumatica fits well as an ERP system. When it comes to financial modules manage the financial side of the business, where we usually have the general ledgers, the accounts receivable, the account payable, cash management, fixed asset, and tax management area. These will become important in our tax module series, where we shall be able to understand every concept which is here when we get into the system full blown now. So under the distribution management, this is where it manages the movement of goods from purchasing to sale. So this is assuming you purchase good for sale. So we shall also cover in case you are manufacturing good which end up to be sold. Acumatica can be able to cover this because we also have the manufacturing modules in Acumatica. So from here, we usually have some modules like this. We have the purchase order, inventory, sales order, shipment, and receipt. So an example is purchase of receipt, which is received in the stock, and then the sales of the cement, which also occur in the same platform. So let us continue. So to understand how Acumatica connects the modules, you need to see this workflow. So we move from purchasing, in case you are purchasing a product like cement, then this cement will get into the inventory. After this cement get into the inventory, it will be sold. But after being sold, it will get into the finance area, where we manage the income and also the cash flow and cash inflow, general ledgers, and so on and so forth. Then we need to come up with collect, tax, and reporting platforms. These are done under one connected ERP, not disintegrated or disoriented areas. It is just one system which is handling these. So a practical example of this, I have touched something, a hypothetical hardware, Kin1 Hardware Limited, where Kin1 Hardware Limited purchases cement from a supplier. Acumatica can track the purchase order, the good receipt, and when they get to inventory. From there, we shall be creating a sales order, then we create a shipment, then a customer invoice. From there, this customer will make payment, which will reflect in the general ledgers, which now, after creating general ledgers, we can be able to monitor taxes by creating a vendor who is a tax agent. The same transaction data flows across the business process. So all of these will be handled by one system. We don't need different disintegrated system. So now, I think I can take you and show you the Acumatica interface so that you can understand what I am explaining. You can be able to visualize how it looks like. So I can escape and take you to the interface so that you can have a grasp of what it has to offer. So let me come to just a minute. I need to take you and show you something. So it is here. So this is the Acumatica interface. So you can be able to visualize all these menus here, menu bar here. We have the finance menu bar. So you can be able to view all the sitemaps which are here, where you can get the journal transaction, the master financial calendar, where you can be able to manage your periods. You can be able to run allocation, chart of account. You can also be able to run different processes. Budgets, you can be able to prepare budget. Inquiries, where you can get account summary, account details. Reports, where you can get trial balance summary, trial balance for the period, transaction for account. But we'll cover these more details when we get module per module. You should be able to understand all these concepts. So you can get to the purchases. You can view everything from the purchase order, the sales order. You can be able to see this area. So you also have some dashboard, maybe which you can use to monitor what is the day-to-day and get the insight about the business. So these are some of the dashboard here. So you have been logged up, been timed off by the server. So we can log in again to the interface so that you get a grasp of what we mean by these. So I want to show you some dashboards here. So you can be able to view this dashboard where you can get insight on order to ship, rate orders, open opportunity, overdue opportunity, total credit note. So these are different menus. And what we have here, like when we come to the receivables, these are some sitemaps, and which you can be able to add some sitemap by just creating some generic inquiry which draw data from the database. So let us continue and basically move forward, because I'll get to this module more details. So we can these are some of things which you can observe here. So from them we can continue and understand why Acumatica is more than an accounting software, because a lot of people usually put some ERP and classify some ERPs as accounting software. So accounting software, in most cases, it focuses on the financial records. So an ERP is connect the broader aspect of the business. So it connects the broader aspect of the business because you can be able to run sales, purchasing, inventory, finance, and tax under one house or under one umbrella. So this integration is key behind Acumatica ERP. So a takeaway notes from this tutorial is Acumatica is a cloud ERP system. It connects business processes and information within one integrated system. But in simple terms, Acumatica helps business to work as one connected system rather than a disintegrated system. So in the next video, I would like us to get more granular and understand these Acumatica ERP modules. We shall explain them now, and we'll have a complete overview, which as a beginner you need to know. So let us meet in the next video, where we shall cover Acumatica ERP module and explain into detail. So thank you for watching, and let us meet into the next video.